Like the video and subscribe if you love Roblox. Okay boys, this video is actually going to be a little bit different. In fact, this is probably going to be very different of my usual content, but I hope you guys enjoy it nonetheless. So, if you guys haven't read the title or the thumbnail, basically, this is a complete timeline of Build a Boat for Treasure, alright? And I want to start off this video by actually saying that I did not come up with the idea of actually making this video. This was actually somebody entirely different, so I want to say a big shout out to Iron Oof for actually making the first Build a Boat timeline, but his timeline actually only went from the inception of Build a Boat back in 2016 to 2019, because that's when his video was made. It was made in 2019. So it is now 2022. It is almost halfway through 2022, and basically, guys, 3 whole years missing there. So I'm going to be going over the entire, timeline of it, including the 26. Make sure you guys all strap in, grab some popcorn, because this probably is going to be a little bit longer. All right, and if you guys could all like and subscribe, that would all be very appreciated. And without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Build a Boat for Treasure was first made on November 2nd of 2016, guys. And back in those days, Build a Boat did not always look as pristine and as cool as it does right now, guys. There used to be no trees here. There used to be pretty much nothing. The colors were super bland. The building was kind of, sloppy. So this is actually the old Build a Boat. This is actually a ZNAC video. That's why the edits on this thing are absolutely insane. But as you can see, guys, there are absolutely no trees, and basically everything looks different. Even the shop icons, even the stages and everything. And there was actually no yellow team. There was actually an orange team. So it's very interesting to see the old Build a Boat and then the actual new Build a Boat. Like, the colors in the old one were so bland, and then the ones on here are just so vibrant and saturated. But not only that, even the icons of the game, the old icon looked very different from the new icon that it does now. All right, that's not it, guys. There's also the stages back then. And by the way, these videos are from like 2017, 2018, because basically it is very hard to find a video of Build a Boat back in 2016. And then as we start to go down the stages, guys, there are no waterfall. There is no waterfall at the side. There is nothing like that. And then even this stage, guys, it just looks so bland. There's no design to this stage. There's literally nothing, guys. There's just rocks. And then there's always this kind of like division between stages. So there's also like a bunch of these little rooms in between stages, which really is weird. And then this is actually the gear stage, the one that we still have, that now actually became the clock tower stage. So yeah, shout out to Fusion, shout out to ZNAC, shout out to them for, their videos that they uploaded years ago on the game. But as you can see, guys, it looks very cool. And there's tons of stuff like that, guys. Information is actually very difficult to find on Build a Boat back in 2016, because Build a Boat was a very small game at the time, and there's actually just not that much going on in it. There was not very many, events, updates, and stuff like that. It was kind of just, you build a boat and go to the end, and that was basically it, guys. But moving on into 2017, that's when things start to actually happen inside of Build a Boat. Inside of 2017, the official Fusion actually uploaded his very first video on it, which was the video that you just saw. It was in August of 2017, guys. In that same year, the rarest block inside of the whole game to this day is actually released, and not a lot of people actually bought this because nobody really cared about it. But what this block actually was is the life preserver, guys. This is the rarest block inside of the game. I don't even have this, and there's not a lot of information on it. What it actually does is it acts as a seat, so basically, you sit down inside of it. It only costs 85 gold, but now it is the rarest item inside of the game, and it was also the first event inside of the game too. Then the next major update actually did come out, and that was again inside of 2017, and that's when the next rarest item actually did come out, which was these pumpkins right here. So these were actually from the Halloween event inside of 2017. All right, and you could actually purchase this for 50 gold, and it now has become one of the rarest items inside of the game. So around the same time, ZNAC actually uploads his first video on Build a Boat for Treasure. So this is one of his very first videos, uploaded on August 9th of 2017 and getting 1.7 million views. As you can see, this is actually where Jesse TC kind of got his start too. He was actually a partner with Znak. They worked very closely together until Jesse TC actually branched off and actually did more on his own. As you can see, it's the Jesse TC right there. And it was kind of content like this that really started like the Jesse TC conglomerate that it actually is now. Now Jesse TC has over 1 million subscribers and probably like hundreds of millions of views. However, this was literally just the start for Build-A-Boat. Over the next few little months and during this time, guys, a lot of new events, a lot of new items actually did start coming out. So the first Build-A-Boat Christmas event actually did come out, guys, and this was back in 2017, as you can obviously tell. And as you can see, guys, the whole map is covered in snow, and you're actually able to purchase some presents and even purchase the painting tool for 1,500 gold. Actually able to buy these gifts, and what these gifts actually end up being is these candy cane blocks, which again are very rare. All right, not a lot of people actually have these blocks inside of the game anymore. Then in April of 2018, there was actually a couple blocks that were added, including this and the bricks, all right, and the fabric blocks, and even the lever, all right, even just this typical lever, these were all added into the game just for the Easter update inside of Build-A-Boat. However, guys, something was changing on Build-A-Boat, guys. With these 3 massive YouTubers uploading Build-A-Boat, getting thousands of views for every single upload, Build-A-Boat was blowing up. So Fusion actually took a different approach. He decided that, hey, I was gonna upload a speed glitch after a speed glitch after a speed glitch after a speed glitch, which worked very well for him, and not only for him, for Build-A-Boat itself. He got thousands of views, hundreds of thousands of views off of all of his little speed glitches that he actually uploaded, gaining him lots of subscribers and gaining Build-A-Boat lots of players. Build-A-Boat at this point has actually passed over 1,000 concurrent players at a time.
And this update is as simple as it is. So they just added a new block, and it's a gold block. So this block you get if you finish.
One of the strongest blocks inside of the game was actually added on May 2nd of 2018. And as you guys just saw, it was none other than the gold block. And shortly following that was a huge update where the new quests actually come out to the game. As you can see, there's the target, the box, the dragon, the cloud. They got everything, guys. Much of the quests that we saw in that clip right there are actually still inside of the game today. Then on August 14th of 2018, one of the big updates actually comes out into the game, and that is to introduce the plushies. All right, as you can see, there are plushies right here.
I looked in here. What? Are you kidding? Here it is, guys. And I just got it. What the heck?
Which is actually something you can still get today. However, shortly after, guys, I actually uploaded my very first Build-A-Boat video on YouTube. And it actually had to do with the next little update inside of Build-A-Boat for Treasure. One that is actually indeed very relevant today.
Powerful. Try to sacrifice yourself.
I'm already dead, and it didn't work.
It's back there. It's back there. It's back there. It's back there.
Oh my god, I made it.
It's back there?
Yeah, it's back here.
Yo, guys,
It's
okay.
I don't know.
How'd you do it?
So this was the update that actually started the plushie room, guys. As you can obviously tell, Fusion and I were actually some of the first people to ever find this room, alright, and even to figure out the combination itself. Well, because we had help from Shield Throw himself, but, you know, we're not gonna talk about that one. So this is actually the update that actually got me started, and this is actually, you know, without this update, and without Fusion, you know, you guys wouldn't be even watching this video right now. You guys wouldn't even know who I am. So a big thanks to, you know, Shield Throw, and a big thanks to, of course, the official Fusion. October 1st of 2018, guys, is when the candies and the Halloween update was actually introduced to Build-A-Boat.
But anyway, I'm gonna claim this bad boy right now, and we just got one purple piece of candy. Let's go, guys.
Along with the candies actually came all of these different items that you see, even including this. I know, it's super bright, bro. I'm glowing, boy. All right, including the actual sand block and the grass block. And codes were actually released on August 26th of 2018. The very first code actually being just test, which is actually unredeemable now. It was actually a big deal back then. Planes were actually added November 23rd of 2018, guys. Then in late 2018 or early 2019, the cake blocks were actually added into the game. Blocks that would be used for hundreds, maybe even thousands of glitches to come. In early 2019, the soccer goal quest actually was added into the game, and with a secret quest that could even get you 3,000 gold.
Bro, are we gonna finally get it to the end? We got it, guys. There it is. 10 soccer balls and 3,000 gold, guys.
During 2019, Build-A-Boat hit over 5,000 concurrent players, along with the birth of the new Chill Studios Discord server. Build-A-Boat then finds itself on the popular page on the Roblox website. On April 9th of 2019, Build-A-Boat then hit 500,000 likes. Then only 10 days later, Build-A-Boat actually hits 300 million visits. Also hitting 1 million favorites, Build-A-Boat is absolutely blowing up. Finally, the Easter update of 2019 actually comes out, adding in a plethora of amazing items inside of the game, including all of these, including the guns, including basically everything, guys. All right, tons of new items actually did come out with this new update, and honestly, it was one of the biggest updates and very, very memorable, if I do say so myself. June 1st of 2019 is when the chests actually did come out, and since then, a bunch of updates have actually come out hiding these chests all around the map for the player to actually find. And a lot of people go crazy over these chests, and a lot of people don't even know where all of them actually are. Then on August 3rd of 2019, Build-A-Boat actually came out with, personally, my favorite update inside of the whole game. Bro, dude. What is this? What is this? I'm so confused. What is this? If I have to hold this black key out while I do it, alright, but I know the code, okay? I know the code. So it's C, B, D, E, G, A, J, F, N, G, C, D, J, B, F, N, A, E. Oh, it's open. It's open. It's open. It's open. Yo, so thank you, Leeds, for telling me. Jesse TC's video, for some reason, I couldn't really... It wouldn't let me for some reason. Okay, so we have made it inside here now. I'm invincible. Fabi's gonna die. Oh, that's a piece of bread. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Did this guy really just die from a piece of bread, bro? Ow, ow, don't touch the bread. The bread lord. Everyone put in the chat, who's the real bread? Who's the real bread lord? Who's the real bread lord, huh? Huh? Who's the real bread lord? Give me that plushie. Give me that plushie. So this update actually consisted of me, Fusion, and Jesse, and a bunch of little, of Jesse's friends, people that he recorded with all the time. And basically, guys, we spent like 10 hours trying to find this thing, alright? And then I think actually Fusion and Jesse were actually the ones who actually did figure it out, alright? And then Leeds was a big help with it too. But yeah, it was probably the best update in Build-A-Boat history. Then after that, Chilthro actually adds in his own secret Roblox toy with a code hidden inside of it. This code actually giving you a steampunk jetpack, which is the rarest jetpack inside of the game. August 31st, less than 1 month later, Chilthro adds in one of the coolest updates inside of the game also. It actually is the teleporters, alright? He actually adds a secret to get the teleporters, alright? Which you guys can still do, so you guys can, you know, save your Robux, alright? But yeah, you basically can get a couple free teleporters just by doing some secret. Guys, It's so scary walking around the forest, alright, in the middle of the night inside a Build-A-Boat for treasure, guys. Or at least it would be if you were walking around the forest during October 28th of 2019.
Yellow team, yellow team, yellow team. Dude, I'm right next to
Wait,
him.
I'm right next to it. I see it. I see it. I see it. It's right on red. It's on red. It's on red. I'm going to touch it. I'm going to touch it.
Holy crap, dude,
Oh
I'm
my
on
gosh,
top
I'm
of it.
touching it.
I'm on
I
top of
touched
it.
it. I touched it, bro. What in the world? What?
Just over the next year or so, guys, Build-A-Boat has basically just been adding in codes, adding in blocks here and there, and nothing really that serious, except the occasional seasonal update, which basically means, of course, like Halloween, Christmas, and Easter, guys. And the majority of those have actually been copy and paste these last couple of years, so there's really not much news in that aspect. Then in actually January of 2020, Build-A-Boat actually hits over 10,000 players at once, then actually moving to over 50,000 players on April 8th, 2020, guys. This was actually due to the Easter update that came out around that same time. And following that Easter update, guys, a new plushie actually came out to the game, which was actually the Zeg plushie. And now we have actually completed all of the plushies in the entire game, guys. Build-A-Boat's Roblox group actually then hits 1 million members, and then soon even hits 2 million members. Then a huge and unexpected update actually comes out into Build-A-Boat for treasure. So as you can obviously tell, basically this whole room right here is a giant secret.
Oh my god, the Zegs, the tool, boys. Yeah, get some screenshots. Wait, what is this? What is this?
So this was actually obviously the screwdriver tool being added to the game. On June 14th of 2020, Project Zeg is added to Roblox. The creator of Project Zeg is none other than Skeleton, whatever you want to call him, basically is a helper on Build-A-Boat for treasure and is very, very close to the owner of Build-A-Boat for treasure, Chillthrill709. And around this time, Build-A-Boat is averaging about 20,000 players at once. That is, of course, until the new Halloween update comes out, where it spikes and hits almost 40,000 players at once. But this is actually nothing compared to what is about to happen to Build-A-Boat. Build-A-Boat spikes like crazy, and it hits the highest amount of players that it has ever had to this day. And that actually being with the RB Battles event.
The whole thing's turning green.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Someone get a screenshot. Dude, get a screenshot. Get a screenshot of this gym.
I
Oh my
can't.
gosh.
I'm like spiraling.
Look at illusions.
Okay.
Holy crap, there it is. There it is, boys. Hold up. I need a screenshot of this. I need a screenshot of it. Oh my god.
if you
No
can.
way. No.
What?
No.
Oh my gosh. Boss battle. You've got to be kidding me.
So this update probably was like the peak of Build-A-Boat players. All right, everybody was going over to Build-A-Boat because everybody wanted that sword. Everybody wanted that sword that you just saw there. So a lot of players who didn't play Build-A-Boat, didn't know really anything about Build-A-Boat, came on Build-A-Boat to get this sword, and it blew up not only Build-A-Boat, but also the YouTubers on it. It blew up JessieTC, it blew up the official Fusion, and it helped me out a little bit too. On December 12th of 2020, Fluffy the Rock finds one of the most game-breaking glitches of all time. This glitch consists of basically moving terrain around the map. And as you can see, guys, there's blocks of terrain basically everywhere. However, that glitch was soon patched. It now is back inside of the game just a few short months later. Fluffy the Rock again found another way how to actually do it. Finally, the Christmas update of 2020 actually brings just some new items, including the cameras, and I think also this switch, or some switch. All right, this switch, and actually a light bulb too. But other than that, guys, basically the whole Christmas update was the same as the year before, and the next Easter update in 2021 was actually the same as the year before. It was actually started kind of like a bad cycle inside of Build a Boat for Treasure. Though it is a building game and not many updates are actually necessary to keep this game alive, Chill Thrill has instead decided not to update the game much at all. Basically just relying off of seasonal updates, including Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, for updates, and kind of just leaving the rest of the time just for nothing. He then actually decided to start adding in less codes and less updates throughout Build-A-Boat. That is not to say that new content in Build-A-Boat is just gone. That's just to say that there is severely less new content. So on May 28th of 2021, Chill Thrill actually adds in a cool little update, which is actually the fan quest, guys. So this new quest actually turns all your blocks into ice, making them break in just one hit. So it actually rewards you 1,000 gold upon completion. 2021 was a very, very dry year. There was very little inside of Build-A-Boat content. There was only one code throughout the entire year, and that was goal. It only gave you one soccer ball, which can just be get from the soccer quest right here, guys. So the player count on Build-A-Boat during this time was still very high. A lot of fans were actually not content with the lack of updates on Build-A-Boat for Treasure. Throughout the entire summer, there was absolutely no new content inside of Build-A-Boat for Treasure, so the concurrent players were just slowly dropping off. With no new content, there was nothing new to do, which means that people didn't really want to play anymore. This leads us into our next major update inside of Build-A-Boat for Treasure. This was the Halloween event in 2021, but it came out in like November 2nd, November 3rd, because Chill Thrill actually couldn't upload because Roblox was down for a few days. Many items were leaked during this time as well, including the blueprint, the staff, which was actually added into the game during the Halloween event, and actually many other little items. Though again, the Halloween update, beside the terrain changes and the new items, was basically just a repeat of the previous years. Then in December, finally the new Christmas update actually comes out, and it does little to stop the continuously dropping players in Build-A-Boat. Because this new update actually wasn't just a repeat of the last year, it was actually a downgrade from a repeat. So basically it had everything that the previous year did have. It didn't really add anything new, and it actually took away from some of the cool little events of the previous year. So it basically took the last update, put it inside of this one, and actually made it worse. So a lot of people were actually not very happy about that. But that actually does not explain the sudden rise in popularity of Build-A-Boat for Treasure without even getting an update since New Year's. And that is actually because of funny moments. So you guys all may be thinking like, oh, what do you mean by funny moments? Like, what does that even mean? Many funny moments YouTubers came on Build-A-Boat and just typically just started uploading their funny moments on here, and they had millions of subscribers, many more than all of the Build-A-Boat YouTubers that currently upload, and it gained Build-A-Boat's popularity so much. However, now many of these funny moments YouTubers have actually moved on from Build-A-Boat, leaving Build-A-Boat to actually be dropping in popularity once again. And with the recent news that Chill Thrill is actually not going to add an Easter event to Build-A-Boat for Treasure, then basically, guys, it's just continuing to drop off in popularity. So that is it for my timeline of Build-A-Boat. There was a lot of things that I actually did miss, like the collapse of the Discord server, which actually did end up happening because it actually got raided. And of course, I did skip many major updates inside of the game because many of them were just copy and paste of previous years, and you know, a lot of people already know of them, guys, so I just kind of, you know, glossed over those. But if you guys think that there was anything important that I did miss inside of this, leave it down inside of the comments below. All right, and then, you know, leave your ideas. You know, was this video nostalgic? Was it, you know, insightful? Was it like, what did you guys think of this video? And I do want to thank you guys all for watching all this way, because honestly, it probably was a very, very long video. And I just want to say thanks again. And I hope to see you guys on the next video. Also, this video took a very, very long time for me to make, or it took longer than most of my videos that I typically record. I probably worked on this for, you know, I don't know, a couple days. There was a lot of research and stuff that I actually got to go through and, you know, look at everything. So I just want to, you know, just say like and subscribe. All right. And, you know, I hope you enjoyed. So yeah, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Love you guys all. Peace out and goodbye.